Well, thank you, Admiral Breckenridge, and good morning, everyone. I'm still trying to dust the blanket stuff off my suit. But this is October and is a great time in San Francisco, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who's come out this morning, but especially when it's October, it's either baseball and it's Fleet Week, and it's everything in between, and we are really happy to be hosting Fleet Week here. I know Senator Feinstein and I joined together. We hate that word sequestration, because that really allowed us to miss a great opportunity to not only recognize and celebrate Fleet Week as we've done traditionally since Senator brought it back to San Francisco in 1981, and we all remember how historically welcoming that was, Senator. Thank you very, very much. And this is a great tradition in our own, not only city history, our country's history. This Fleet Week started way back in 1908 when there was a 14-month worldwide journey of our fleet, and that we still today have this tradition that we celebrate. It is, of course, an opportunity to thank the men and women in uniform for their service to our country and their sacrifice. It's also for us to say thank you for building relationships. We have gone from just a celebration to thanks to General Myatt and the Fleet Week Association to turning it into an ongoing relationship building exercise that emphasizes not just the preparedness for defense in our country, but also the humanitarian assistance that is offered by this relationship here in case there is any great disaster that befalls us or any disaster that occurs in the world. And we already are exhibiting that with the Humanitarian Assistance Village right there on the marina. So it's my way of saying, welcome to San Francisco. Thank you to our military. Thank you again to General Myatt and to our honorary hosts and our entire Fleet Week Association. Thank you, Senator Feinstein, to George Shultz, and our dear friend, our Chief of Protocol, Charlotte Schultz, who's been so instrumental in helping us make sure we have this. I missed it last year, but now it's a great time to celebrate. Thank you very much, everyone, and thank you for being here, and go Giants. All right.
I didn't realize when I came there that there was really the kind of training and background and knowledge that we have in our top ranks. And it is an extraordinary thing when you think about it. I go back to 1981 with Fleet Week, Mr. Mayor, and I picked up some things going on around our city. You know, you can pick up a lot of little things going around. And one of them led people to believe that this was an anti-military town. Well, we've always historically been a Navy town. As a child, in World War II, I used to watch the ships load out here and move troops out. My father was an air raid warden. I saw the submarine nets under the Golden Gate, and I saw the Nike emplacements on either side of the Golden Gate. And this city has always responded. I just want you to know a little bit about the first Fleet Week. There was some trepidation. How would our military be received in the city? And some of them wouldn't wear their uniforms, believe it or not, when they came in. Well, they came in and they found open doors among all our restaurateurs. Please come in, please have a free meal on us, and they did. And then what I learned is we had droves going back to the ships to change into their uniforms. And from that point on, it was really terrific. I want to tell you one other early anecdote quickly. We played, our police and fire played the Navy, okay? And we go out to a park, and it's in the morning, and our police come in, and they're in jeans and sweatshirts. There are even some holes in the knees, Ed. And then I saw the Navy come out. They're in sparkling uniforms, with all matching with caps, and they trounced us. Then I learned they put together a team, and they brought in ringers from all around. So we got the idea, and we looked for a ringer the next year to bring in, and who did we hit upon? Willie McCovey. So we got uniforms, and we put Willie in one of them, and he got up at the plate, and guess what? The Navy struck him out. That's a true story. So what developed in those days was a kind of friendly competition. And all of a sudden, you know, all of the sports events tightened up and they got more and more. And it's turned out just to be a great event. But what I want to say to our distinguished Consul General here, thank you so much for the warm relationship that your government and our government has. As we were speaking earlier, it's the largest trading relationship in the world. And it's two people who I think are very close together. So in my view, this is an extraordinarily special relationship, and I viewed with great delight to see your ships coming in and sharing berthage with ours. It's very special, and thank you. And to those here in command, I want to thank you for your service. I have had the opportunity to speak with a lot of Navy wives over the years at these events. And I always ask the question, how many times have you had to move in your career? And I think it runs around from 20 to 30 times. And if you can imagine that, ladies and gentlemen, for a family, for children, for schools. And so I've become great fans of Navy wives. So I want to say thank you so much for your participation in this. And I'm glad your spouses are clapping, because if they weren't, I'd point them out. So this should be a great weekend. And Mr. Mayor, I want to say to you, thank you very much for your participation and your support. And I have no closer friend than the woman in red I'm sitting next to. And Charlotte, you are a wonderful piece of work. Thank you so much. Keep going. So thank you, everybody.